Hey guys, we are going to go over the level 2 balance beam routine today and hopefully give you some helpful tips to help your athletes learn it, keeping upper level gymnastics in mind. If this video is helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and give us a like because that will help us out. But we're just going to jump in. I'm kind of going to go over each piece of it and then we'll put it all together at the end. So the mount is a jump to front support. Same thing as on bars. You want their hips to be flat, eyes forward, shoulders round, pointed toes, legs tight together. Legs swing over. They're going to use their happy leg or their dominant leg to swing over. Right here, you're going to check to make sure their toes are pointed, legs are tight. They like to leg swing over with a bent knee. So encourage them to put pressure through the balance beam so they can lift that leg over nice and straight. Then from here, arms go up, around, and grab onto the balance beam, lean back onto the hands. Legs are still straight at this point. Then bend them. And it's not here, this is not the pose. With heels on the balance beam, you're actually going to have them push through the front of their ankle to point just to the feet on the balance beam, just the toes on the balance beam. Then lift the happy leg up. And I always tell them if they're looking at their knees and they can see that their knees are together or not together, they have to fix it. So squeezing the leg straight, straight happy leg, pointing the foot, pushing through the front of the ankle. From here, we're going to step onto the non-dominant foot and go to a crown position. Now I've got one foot in front of the other foot here, happy foot in front, and then their non-dominant leg is behind them, and we're up on toe here. Then into a pike position, and you want them to have this leg super straight, well both legs straight, and the heel flat on the balance beam. Put pressure through the hands, and that's their mount. So from here, we're going to finish. Check on that for me. Do they finish? Okay, finish from here. That's mount. Hands go onto their hips, make an L, and take that L and put it on the line of their leotard. Step forwards on their dominant leg, and go into a passe. This is, make sure that their non-dominant leg, the knee is lined up with their hip, so you don't want this line to kind of be drooping here. Even if they've got the foot in the right spot for the passe, make sure the knee is nice and high and parallel with the balance beam. So here, push through the foot. So I like to imagine I'm putting pressure through my heel first and then transferring that pressure into my toe to go up on releve. Rather than thinking, oh, just lift the heel, I think pressure through the back of my foot, through the middle part of my foot, and then through the front of my foot. And that's how I'm able to get into that position without wobbles most of the time. Then from here, so they do that up, down, step back in releve. So that foot's not going to go in front. So it's not here and then in front. The foot that's in the passe is going to come back into releve. And then we do a plie. This is going to prepare them for a jump sequence in the future. So what they're going to do is plie, releve, plie, stretch jump, plie, pose on releve. So there's a lot of releve here. Kaylin says it's a calf workout. But so they're here, and we're going to do a plie. Now, when you're looking at your athlete's plie, you want to make sure that they are putting the pressure kind of in this back leg here, and they have a straight line from their shoulders to their hips to the back heel. A lot of kids, when they do a plie into a jump, start doing this thing here. And you do not want that going into a jump on balance beam. Just keep that in mind as you watch their plie. So we work their plie position a lot, making sure both heels are flat on the balance beam, hands are down by the side, not back behind us like a cape. Down to the side, shoulders pressed down. From here we go plie, releve, arms back around, plie, stretch jump, arms back around, plie, pose. So the arm path is really important there. Arms are down, they come up forwards for the releve, they go back down behind before the stretch jump. They come up forwards for the stretch jump, They land the stretch jump in a crown, come backwards into the plie before the pose, and then again forwards to front middle for this pose. Stretch the fingers out, one hand on top of the other, and I'm just looking. I've got my thumb right in my vision there. And that's that. So I'm going to show you that regular speed. So they do passe, up, down, step back, releve, plie, plie, stretch jump, plie, Fosse pose. Now that Fosse pose is going to be a sharp movement, and I kind of like to make sure that their chin goes really neutral on that. And then we're going to have another sharp movement. We're going to tap the foot behind us and slice the arms out sideways to side middle, making sure that this leg isn't relaxed on the beam behind us. You don't just want to put the top of the foot down and just not squeeze anything back here. They should be squeezing their butt and make sure that they're nice and straight in this leg. So from here, so they go pose, sharp movement, lift, hold the arabesque, tap. So from the Fosse pose, sharp, lift, tap. Now this next portion is going to mimic a leap. I'm going to help them out with that in the future. So they're going to go step, arms stay side on the step, step, snap, 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 plie, releve. So what does that look like in a level 5 routine? Where is that leading to? It's going to lead to the step, leap together, stretch jump. So if you watch that again for the level 2s, they do step. Here's the front half of the leap. Here's the back half of the leap. Make sure that chest stays up because we don't drop our chest on a leap. So snap, snap, plie, releve. That's going to get them ready for coming together at the end of the leap and doing a stretch jump. Then we're going to land. Well, this is not a stretch jump. It's just up to releve. So we're going to hold the arms in crown there. With the silly foot, lock the happy foot behind it because we're going to get ready for the turn. So let's go over that part one more time. They do tap, arabesque, tap, step, snap, 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 plie, releve. Now we're getting ready for the turn. Step onto the silly leg, lock the happy leg behind it. You want to tell them to pull their thighs together. That's going to give them some stability in this position and to push through the front of the ankle on that high releve. Now for a pivot turn, you're going to put all of the weight on the back foot. This foot is just to help you balance. All of the weight should be in the back foot. You can see this little weight transfer here. So as you step, put the weight on the front foot, lock, put the weight on the back foot, pivot, find what you're looking for, which is the end of the balance beam, transfer the weight back to the back foot. Next portion is the step back pose, step back pose. Now in the level 5 routine, what they're going to do is they're going to take this pose and they're going to turn it to the side. In level 2 routine, we're just getting ready for that. So let me just show you the feet first. We finish the pivot turn with our dominant leg in front, weight onto the back foot, and just the feet, weight on the back foot. This one's just for show. Forced arch through the front foot. Weight on the back foot. This one's just for show. Forced arch through it. So we go high releve in a lock position, pulling the thighs together. Step back, pop the front foot. Step back, pop the front foot. All the weight is on this one. So that means that you're going to need to keep your hip above your knee, above your heel. You also want to have those shoulders in that line too. So this is the only thing that's coming out of this line. It just kind of comes forward, so don't let your kids do this. So they're going to have this weird thing going on. Back here, push to the front of the ankle. The arms for this, soft arms. They come to your shoulders and then push forward, soft, and then we go into this pose here. What that is grab the fingers interlock together. You want to make sure you have a straight line from elbow through the hands to the other elbow. There. So this way when we turn, we can still have some open space there and it's not right on their chest. Here. From here, we're going to get ready for the dismount. So we're going to have a sharp movement into the point position. Point. Arms go upward to high. And you're pointing that foot. I like to encourage my kids not to turn their foot this way, but to turn it out just a little bit. It's going to keep their hips nice and square with the balance beam as they prepare for their dismount. So back foot is straight. This foot is just very slightly turned out, arms high. So we're in this pose here, and then we go point. And because we're in this point, then you can do a lunge or you can do a mountain climber. Our kids do a mountain climber, so they put weight into the front foot, bend the back leg, cover the ears, side handstand, dismount. We'll go through that one time quickly with some rhythm. Jump front support, leg swing over, arms up, around, back, point, point, crown, pike, hop handstand, step together, finish, step, passe, up, down, step back, releve, plie, releve, plie, stretch jump, plie, Fosse pose, sharp, sharp tap, lift, tap, step, snap, 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 plie, releve, step, lock, weight transfer, pivot turn, weight transfer, step back pose, point, mountain climber, side handstand, dismount, salute. Hope that was helpful.